The story begins in the towering skyline of New York City, where bold ambition often rises as high as the steel and glass buildings themselves. From this world of real estate deals, flashing cameras, and relentless competition emerged a name that would one day reach the highest political office in the United States: Donald Trump. His journey is one of wealth and risk. Applause and outrage, victory and defeat, a story that continues to shape modern American politics. Born into a family deeply rooted in the real estate business, Donald Trump was introduced early to the language of property, profit, and expansion. His father, Fred Trump, built a successful real estate empire, and young Donald learned the art of negotiation at the dinner table. After studying economics at the Wharton School, he joined the family business. But he didn't just want to manage it. He wanted to transform it. New York became his stage. Hotels, casinos, luxury towers, each project carried the bold gold-lettered name Trump. He understood something powerful. Branding was not just about buildings. It was about identity. His name became synonymous with luxury, ambition, and larger-than-life deals. But the path was not smooth. In the 1990s, financial trouble struck. Massive debts threatened his empire. Critics predicted collapse. Headlines questioned his business judgment. Yet Trump survived. Through restructuring, negotiations, and strategic rebounds, he regained his footing. And then came a new chapter: television, as host of the reality show The Apprentice. He stepped into millions of living rooms across America. His decisive catchphrase, "You're fired," became iconic. The show redefined his public image. No longer just a businessman, he became a national personality, confident, commanding, unapologetic. Then in 2015, he made an announcement that stunned the political world. He declared his candidacy for President of the United States. Political analysts dismissed him. Critics laughed. Career politicians underestimated him. His style was unconventional, blunt, and often controversial. Yet that very bluntness resonated with many Americans who felt unheard by traditional politicians. In 2016, against expectations, he won the presidency. His victory shocked the global political establishment. Supporters celebrated what they saw as a rebellion against the system. Critics expressed fear and uncertainty. Trump entered the White House with a promise: America first. His presidency quickly became one of the most debated in modern history. He pushed for stricter immigration policies, renegotiated trade deals, confronted China in trade disputes, and questioned long-standing international alliances. Supporters praised him for prioritizing American economic interests and national sovereignty. Opponents argued that his approach deepened divisions at home and strained relationships abroad. One of the defining features of his leadership was his direct use of social media. He bypassed traditional press channels and spoke directly to the public. Every tweet could move markets, spark controversy, or dominate headlines. For some, this transparency was refreshing. For others, it was destabilizing. But no one could ignore it. The 2020 election brought another dramatic turn. Trump lost his bid for re-election, but he challenged the results, claiming irregularities. Political tensions escalated. The events of January 6, 2021, became one of the most controversial and painful chapters in recent American history. The nation found itself deeply divided, debating democracy, accountability, and the future of its political system. Yet even after leaving office, Trump's influence did not fade. Within the Republican Party, his voice remained powerful. His supporters continued to see him as a fighter against political elites, someone unafraid to confront media institutions and challenge the status quo. His critics continued to warn about polarization and the health of democratic norms. This is what makes his leadership both controversial and impactful. Few modern leaders have generated such intense loyalty and equally intense opposition. He changed not only policy debates but also the tone and style of political communication in America. His story is not simply about politics. It is about branding, resilience, risk-taking, and understanding public emotion. It is about how a businessman leveraged media mastery to capture political power. It is also about how leadership in the modern era can become a battleground of narratives, identity, and ideology. History often remembers leaders not for being universally loved, but for leaving a mark that cannot be erased. Donald Trump's name is etched into the political narrative of the 21st century. Whether viewed as a disruptor who reshaped American politics, or as a divisive figure who challenged democratic traditions, his impact is undeniable. And perhaps the most compelling part of this story is that it is still unfolding. In the ever-moving current of politics, some figures briefly create ripples, others change the direction of the tide. Donald Trump remains one of those figures whose presence continues to influence conversations, campaigns, and the future of American leadership.